Good evening. Welcome to Lifestyle News. And it's been a while since we've been able to do the show. And so tonight, we're moving into hurricane and tornado season. And we've got a few cells that are building up. And we not only that, but folks, when these cells start moving, when we have the cold, we already had snow in Montana, and it's moving across the cold moving into the heat of the south. And that's what causes the tornadoes that we see. And it seems like Mr. Tornado picks and chooses, whether it's Kansas or Oklahoma or Kentucky, Illinois, or Arkansas. Um, we ourselves, everything keeps, I call Arkansas the storm killer, because every time anything comes close to Arkansas, it just fizzles up. I want the rain. I want like 10 days of rain. A lot of people don't like the rain, but I love the rain. So, if you haven't watched our show before, we do a little bit of weather, a little bit of earthquakes, and uh, news. No politics, just fun news. I got some good ones for you, like naked bicyclists. What about a spy whale? Boy, I got some good stuff today. I think y'all are going to enjoy this. So here we go with the weather.
We're watching for potential development in the tropical Atlantic. One is well out into the Atlantic off the coast of Africa. A little closer in, that's an area in the Caribbean that we're going to be watching. Now, this one steered by the Bermuda High is going to keep moving to the west. That's going to push into the Western Caribbean. After that, we'll have to see if it continues either to develop or move its way into the Gulf of Mexico. If either one of those systems acquires a name, the next name on the list is Francine. And because it's early to mid-September, we are in the peak of hurricane season in the tropical Atlantic. And so it may not be too long before we see Gordon as well.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to see them, do we? No, no, we don't need to see them. All right. And we got different forecasters now. What I want to get into is the latest on the earthquakes now. Um, there we go. I'm going to try to get this a little bigger. There we go. So you guys could see it. The recent one was um, Ferndale, California. And then we had one over in the south in Ridgely, Tennessee. Now, we could see some of the biggest ones are Fiji Islands. We've seen some of Easter Islands. Um, but this is the last couple days, and then we had one over in uh, Hualien City, Taiwan. That was a 5.0. Um, we've seen some as far north as Canada, in Inuvik, then Alaska, Arctic Village. Uh, Now, when I look at this, we have a cluster always down around the Virgin Islands. They always seem to get quite a few, and they're only threes to fours. Now, we have had four or five in Arkansas in the last month, which is weird. And I thought maybe it was along the fracking, but this is beyond fracking areas. This is different places, northern Arkansas, southern Arkansas, the middle of Arkansas, and some within that area, but it's not quite. So we are, I haven't seen Dutch since. I think they took them off Facebook, off not only Facebook, but YouTube. They've banned him. So poor Dutch sense is having a hard time staying to where they can notify their viewers. And I watch a little bit of him and a little bit of everything else. So when we moved down, the lowest one was in Rumati Beach, New Zealand. We had quite a few in South America and Chile and Argentina. Then we move over. Oops. Yeah, let's not get away with our picture. I want to move over to Greece, a 4.1, and then we had one over in Afghanistan, um, Purun, Afghanistan. So as you can see, they're still going. Have got a very active system all across the globe. Not only that, but the volcanoes, folks. The volcanoes are popping up, and one in Iceland that's never quit. We've had them over in Italy. We've had them active in Hawaii. So we're starting to see more and more active volcanoes. What does that mean? Is it because we're not taking enough oil out of the ground? Is it that it's the volcanoes with the pressures? We're just going to have to wait and see. All right, so I'm going to move on because I got a lot today on the show. Um, 8 states warned as conditions become perfect for tarantulas. Um, they are emerging in a fierce rate, folks. Now, do tarantulas bite? Karen, did tarantulas bite? I don't think so. Um, they're emerging across multiple states as they shift into their mating season, prompting a warning for 8 states in particular. And it's a lot of the Southwest. Now we see them here. I haven't seen none. I was like, huh. I'm getting some of these other weird looking spiders, but outside, but not tarantulas. Um, According to the BBC's Science Focus, the yearly mating season of these giant spiders are almost noticed in Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. And like I said, we usually see them here by the dozens, and I haven't seen them yet. So if someone were out this time of year and saw a tarantula roaming around, it's most likely would be a male. Males tarantulas will knock once the female spiders burrow is found. Yeah, they knock. They're respectable spiders. I'm sorry. I had to laugh when I read this earlier. Yeah, they're respectable. They knock at the female and say, "Hey, you wanna?" Karen, what do you think? I think men could learn from male spiders. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get some bad reviews on this one. Um, so females can and will eat mates that are too slow to escape. They just get mesmerized and they're just like, yeah, you're beautiful. Yeah, and chomp chomp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. Newsweek warned that one species, a Texas brown tarantula, is set to emerge across its vast 8 state-mile range. And this is through October, where residents could see one of these tarantulas include New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Texas, and Louisiana. They are shy and docile, and many species don't bite. They will only attack you if you poke at them and mess with them. Yeah, all right. Oh boy. So, Karen, what do you think? I don't know. I think if women had the ability of a spider and we ate the males, I think we'd have a shortage of males on Earth. I have. I still got lots of fun stuff. Wait till you hear later. So, in 2022, NASA crashed a craft onto an asteroid. Remember that? And testing, deflecting one from Earth. It was a success, but it caused a meteor shower. Did you guys know that? Huh? Yeah, it caused a meteor shower. Here we go. Now, get this, if you go, like, folks, if you find these bits and pieces of it, there's a lot of money to be made in meteor rocks. So that could be fun. It could be a fun thing for you and the family to do, to go out in some of these areas and hunt for these. Um, and they use magnets, folks. Instead of like a metal detector, they use magnets because in some of these rocks are different, and they are worth sometimes thousands of dollars, way more than a little speck of gold, and you can find these a lot easier. All right, I'm going to go on. I'm going to move on. Um, I'm going to do this on the next show with William, but the 49ers, Ricky Pearsall, released from the hospital after being shot in an attempt to be robbed. And this happened Saturday in San Francisco. We know the crime rate is up in San Francisco, and now it is now um, uh, a robbery against Ricky Pearsall of one of the 49ers, and he was shot. Uh, Warning from wildlife officials about venomous snake in New Jersey. Don't touch it, folks. Let's see if I can get a picture of this guy. All right, here we go. There he is. Don't touch this guy. They have been copperheads in the northern half of New Jersey, and most people who live in copperhead areas coexist with without conflict, often without realizing they are even there until they run across one. Um, and so there is a big warning that they are out in force, like the tarantulas. More are coming out. More are being seen in residential areas. So in New Jersey, be very careful. If you see that snake, don't touch it. Don't mess with the snakes. Get someone out there that can gather him up and take him away. Lunar eclipse, harvest moon ahead. September 14th, International Observation of Moonlight Night. A great excuse to get outside with the weather is good. This month also brings several celestial highlights, including a full harvest moon and a partial lunar eclipse. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but me, I'm always bringing you uh, uh, info. So on eclipses and things that happen up in our stars. So here we go. So get out there, Karen, and watch it. I'm gonna try to remember and get the kids out there, kiddos. So mark that on your calendars. And William, I accidentally dialed you earlier. It was supposed to be Karen. All right. Uh, all right. Here we go. This is almost is it a fight or flight? They're not really sure. And this was captured on a tarmac, and it was a cobra and a alligator, and it was big on the news this morning, and I couldn't help but grabbing it for y'all. Hopefully they play it. Oh, and there was oh boy, oh boy. Let's see if I can get this back. All right, so this was oh boy, here we go. I think we got it. So a plane delayed by epic mongoose and cobra showdown. All right, let's see if we can get this back in there. There we go. So who wanted to catch the flight? Was it the mongoose or was it the alligator? Oh, I'm trying to figure that one out. Which one wanted to jump? Oh, look, now there's another alligator. Now there's two of them. Oh, look there. There's three of them. Oh, yeah. Probably his brothers and sisters to help get rid of the mongoose. So, yeah. So who won, the mongoose or the gator? Well, more than likely, it was the gators. What do you think, Karen? Can you imagine waiting on the tarmac for your plane to take off because there's a mongoose gator fight? Mm. Somebody wanted on the plane. They didn't get on the plane like they expected. All right, so um, oh boy, this is the one I liked. So hundreds cruise Philadelphia streets in the 15th annual Philly parade. Yeah, there's hundreds. Now I would have loved Karen. Maybe you should have went and seen this. You might have got a date because you know what? The 15th annual Philly Naked Bike Parade. Right. Yeah, they were all naked. Hundreds of people in various states of undress cruised the streets of Philadelphia. Cheers onlookers Saturday evening for the Naked Bike Rally. Now, of course, I can't show you any pictures, and it didn't give me any pictures. But yeah, so yeah, naked parade on bikes. Oh. Who does that? I don't even know Arkansas would do anything like that. I mean, we're crazy here, but Karen, what made them do this? Organizers said the ride wasn't limited to bicycles, but welcomed all forms of human powered transportation, such as rollerbladers. Can you imagine falling and skidding across the ground? Rollerblades naked? Oh boy. Oh yeah. There was also a point to code of conduct that bars any kind of physical or sexual harassment. Now don't mess with the bicyclers. No, don't mock them. They're just naked. Naked and on bikes. They're not even afraid. If if they were naked and afraid, they wouldn't be on rollerblades. Oh boy. All right. So, and lastly, oh boy. Meanwhile, no, well, no, I got a couple more. Meanwhile, or orangutan bolts zoo enclosure by swinging cartwheel like most motion and an escape. So, one of the zoo's seven Sumatran orangutans was caught outside the zoo's new outdoor exhibit, leaving staff scratching their heads how he escaped. Well, when they started looking into it, they found out that he did a few cartwheels and a few flips, and out he went of his enclosure. So now they have to look and examine their enclosures again. So he was like, he he's an acrobat, Karen. Um, so they captured. Let's see. They said they captured video. All right. Let me see if I can get you guys in on this. Um, well, that was quick. Oh, it doesn't show much, huh? Ah, boy, that's pretty lame. That's pretty lame. Boy, who did it? Oops, let me get rid of this. Uh, so it didn't show much, but that's what it said. He did a cartwheel and a few backflips, and off he went. And then the video didn't really show much. All right, so and the last one for tonight. Um, this is an unclaimed Russian spy, Valdemir, found dead near Norway. And what this is a whale. It is a whale. Here we go. And there he is. And he was found dead. And more than likely, Russia had exterminated him, folks. And but he was big on the news this morning, and I said, "Oh well, poor little guy, you know." Um, but they are looking at Vladimir's carcass for further examination in hopes to determine the cause of death. The whale was estimated to be nearly 14 feet long and about 2,700 pounds. And he's a little cutie. And he's been known to be on the news over and over again. But me and William will talk about it a little later. Um, and so, folks, with that, that's the lifestyle news for today. And I hope you enjoyed the naked bike riders. And coming up in the next hour is me and William with the world news. We want to get lifestyle news back on track again, um, and get us going on this, and more than likely have a few more shows. And I know it's short, but that's what lifestyle news is. It's short, sweet. I didn't have no recalls. But watch your weather, watch for those storms that could turn into tornadoes. And as far as earthquakes go, we're going to have to wait and see. With the volcanoes going and so many blowing, we're eh, if a volcano blows, then we don't have as many earthquakes. If we have more earthquakes, we have less volcanoes. So with that, folks, we will see you in the next show. If not, we will see you soon.